Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, pain.
Mm,
Ahí, ahí está. Bueno, ahí se escucha. Y acá, a ver. Tengo que ocultar este. Tengo. Bueno, acá ya está ocultado. Y me faltaría. Creo que ahora está bien configurado esto. Vamos a ver propiedades. Perfecto. Ahora sí se escuchan los dos. Está todo perfecto. Y vamos a ver si funciona el Genshin Impact sin problemas. Eh, Vamos a iniciarlo. Perfecto. También. Bueno, ahora hay que ver que ande todo bien. Que no se laguee el juego. Ajá. ¿Te puedes sentir mal? Acá. Acabaste de comer el coso. Mentiras. Bueno, me hace hinchaste acá en cámara. Voy a comer una porción de pizza llena de puré de tomate. Para bueno. Mis felicidades para el chef. Ahora que la cociné yo. Saben que no juego desde el 18 de julio. Así que las cantidades de updates y todo que le metieron al juego. Y yo no las vi. Son pero una barbaridad. Bueno, el juego por suerte anda bien, no anda lagueado. El ping bueno es un poquito alto, pero no es wow. Y en el OBS anda bien también. Aunque creo yo que debería priorizar el OBS. Bueno, para primero vamos a hacer este evento súbito. Que hace rato no hago ningún evento súbito. Bueno, el toque por suerte todavía no lo perdí. Aunque sí tengo un bajón de FPS por estar transmitiendo el Genshin. Y si no me equivoco, para el mes que viene yo voy a estar cambiando la placa de video. Eh, Consigo una mejor y ya no va a estar tan forzado. Porque acá está medio forzado la placa de video. Ah, y el CPU también lo voy a cambiar. Voy a cambiar básicamente toda la parte fundamental del equipo. La que hace que se trabe mientras transmito. Así que ya el Genshin va a ir bastante fluido. Lo que sí me voy a fijar ahora es si puedo priorizar que ande mejor el Genshin sobre la transmisión. Porque estoy viendo que la transmisión está sobrando. Ah, no, a ver. No, se ve que no puedo. Mm, Voy a hacer una cosa, voy a bajar acá. Otras cosas que están en segundo plano, las voy a bajar más todavía. Que no tengan ni siquiera prioridad.
Hey, there's something strange
Ahí,
over there.
ahí.
Come on, let's take a look.
Ahí está, perfecto. Creo que... Pero. Vamos, que bajamos todo abajo. Todavía más... ¡Wow! ¿Qué es lo tan bajo que se puede bajar? Ahí está. Bueno, ahí está el mínimo. Hay una lucha infernal entre el Genshin y la transmisión. Ahí, ojo. Ahí, con ese poquito más que le bajé, se está estabilizando un poquito más la transmisión y el Genshin. Hay mejor ping todavía.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Bueno, vamos a chusmear todas las misiones que seguramente tengo, que todo lo que agregaron. Ah, no. Ni siquiera sé ya con qué sea la misión. A ver. ¿Podrá? PJ. ¿What? ¿What? Ah, cierto, a ver, tengo esto y esto se va a ir actualizando mientras lo vaya haciendo. No añadieron misiones legendarias, o sí. Ah, sí, añadieron dos misiones. Bueno, esto voy a hacer después porque no los conozco, no conozco ni los personajes, no conozco nada, las voy a desbloquear nomás para gastar las llaves que tengo al Pepe. Completa las misiones, pero quiero gastar mis llaves. Tengo llaves al pedo ahí. Ah, ¿y acá qué hay? Ah, mira, bueno, añadieron cosas. ¿Puedo desbloquearlo? Pero no me dejas desbloquear. Déjame desbloquear las cosas. A ver, acá añadiste algo. No, no, no. Qué porquería. Bueno, a ver, vamos a chusmear todo lo que tengo sin revisar. Encargos. Ah, mira, puedo elegir. Puedo poner de qué quiero encargos. Añadieron nuevos. Bueno, añadieron tres dominios nuevos. Mm, estos ya los conozco. Bueno, el Esperar del Abismo también lo conozco. ¿Qué más hay? ¿Jefes nuevos hay? Yo lo conozco, sí. Sí. Este no lo conozco. Maquinaria Eterna. Este no lo conozco. Este tampoco está... Bueno, este tampoco lo conozco. ¿Qué más hay? A ver. Este... Este no me acuerdo si estaba... Este no estaba, este tampoco. Si tenía las runas. Lobos de la fisura. Ojo. Re loco lo. ¿Qué más hay? Nobushi. Ah, esto debe ser de Inazuma, la nación japonesa que agregaron. Espectro. ¿Como un fantasmita? Como un Celi pero maligno. A ver, tutoriales. ¿Qué añadieron? Mm, ¿Qué es lo nuevo que hay? ¿Añadieron tutorial sobre Oceanida o añadieron algo más? Porque no veo nada nuevo. Ni idea. Eventos. Retorno estelar. Ah, recompensas por no haber estado. Ah, y tengo novedades. Ah, esto debe ser un resumen de todas las cosas que agregaron, ¿no? En el juego. Calculo yo. Desde que yo me fui hasta ahora. ¿Vos querés? Eh... Toma, estos deben ser los personajes que agregaron desde que yo jugué, ¿no? Pero hay más personajes que yo no vi que están acá. Así que esto debe ser de la última versión que lanzaron. Nuevas sensaciones. Bueno, ya Jutao la conocía. Este es el nuevo. Toma. Esta es la última versión. Ahora lo vamos a probar. Y esta tampoco la conocía, Sayu. Esta la agregaron hace rato también, sé. Yo más o menos me mantuve actualizado por cosas que me decía Madeleine. No sé si se acuerdan, la chica que jugaba con nosotros. Que hacía los eventos en multijugador. Eh, Supuestamente ahora también se puede pescar. Eso tampoco lo probé. ¿Qué más hay? A ver. El gacha. Senda divina, ¿esto qué es? Ah, para elegir un arma que vos quieras en especial, ¿no? Ah, mira. Mm, mm. No, no me decides. Que sea lo random. Eh, ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Esto ya lo vi. Ahí está. Y de acá, ¿qué tengo? Logros. Ok, estos son logros que debía haber logrado antes y seguramente los agregaron. Y los cumplí porque ya los había hecho antes. Ah, todo esto, mira, de todo lo que agregaron de Inazuma. Esto seguramente lo de la pesca. Y esto, no sé, actualizaron, se ve la parte de la tetera. Retador parte 4, las nuevas misiones. Bien, bien, bien. Esta encuesta calculo que es para darme protogemas y cositas, ¿no? Todavía no hay encuestas. Correo. Personaje exclusivo de PlayStation. Anda, váyanse Sony a la recalcada que los recontra recalcó. Ahora, si yo voy y en PlayStation, o sea, me conecto en una cuenta de PlayStation y vuelvo a jugar acá, ¿lo puedo obtener? ¿Puedo hacer crossover? Bueno, esta encuesta la voy a hacer después cuando termine de transmitir porque es una encuesta. Ah, me lo dio igual. ¿Será porque jugué en PlayStation? Bueno. Y... Bueno, esto lo leeré después con tranquilidad. Tiempo. Voy a tocar así porque no me molesta que esté el simbolito de exclamación ahí. Como diciéndole M. Ahí está. Listo. Y vamos a poner ese personaje nuevo, ¿eh? ¿Qué onda? La Haloy. Parece... ¿Cómo se llama esto? Eh, Salía de Tierra de Osos o no sé, o de... Valiente era la película de Disney, ahora no me acuerdo. A ver cómo, qué habilidades tiene. Vamos a sacar a Amber y vamos a poner a... Ahí está. Acá.
Need help?
Tiene pinta de Pyro, ¿no?
Here.
Ah, no, crío. ¿Qué, qué haces vos? Arquera también. Arquera crío. ¿Qué hace la E? Bomba crío. ¿Y esto qué es? Ah, mirá, explosiones de crío. Ah, las puedes patear encima. No, a ver si las puedo tirar. No. Y la última se secará. Bueno, eso será cosa para chusmearlo después. ¿Tiene algún talento especial? No. Bueno, después la mejoraré y la probaremos mejor. Vamos a volver con Amber. ¿Aumentaron la mejora de los personajes? O sea, ¿se pueden mejorar más? No, ¿no? Está al máximo. Ya está. Las armas también. Bueno. Vamos a hacer la misión. A ver. Ah, el mapa vamos a revisar, a ver. ¿Qué es lo que añadieron? Para abajo. Ah, acá esto. Wow, wow. Un montón. Bueno, igual se ve un poco chiquito, pero ya vamos a ver. Tenemos que ir al Liyue. ¿Qué me está pasando? A ver. Mm, mm, por acá arriba era. Aunque tenemos que salir de acá de la isla esta, ¿no? Se me hace... Tenemos que salir de la isla.
What can I do for you?
Nosotros íbamos a ir... Esto ya lo sabíamos de la última misión que hicimos con... Kaehara Kaedehara Kazuha. Creo que era el nombre. Que ya sabíamos que íbamos a viajar en la flota de Beidou porque hicimos la lucha, todo y ganamos.
Ah, yes.
Necesitamos saber información sobre Inazuma.
Arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma.
Mira,
Is
yo
that
sabía.
correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Mentira, yo no te veo desde julio.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another Catherine at Inazuma? See, there's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, Thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
O sea que no solamente se llama la Crux Meridian, sino que también se llama Alcor, el barco. Alcor, el barco. No le queda mal. Es el barco que está allá, ¿no? Vamos a tener que escalar toda la... Aunque no, me parece que si ponemos un pilar de sangre y lo escalamos, creo que llegamos. Escalamos todo y saltamos. Tampoco creo que nos va a tomar un día entero. ¿Acá llegaré? No. No salta todavía. Más alto. Más alto. Más alto. Ya están los... Vamos a esperar que se cure un poquito. Bien. 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 Vamos. Vamos para arriba. Para arriba. Por acá. Por acá. Por acá. Ahora sí. Y acá tengo que llegar. Vamos a la voladora de Amber y vamos. Volaré. Oh. Cantaré. Oh, che, eso es nuevo. Cofre. Cofre. Tanca.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
Ajá. Veo por acá. Hay algo. Busca en el Alcor. Embarca en el Alcor y busca a Beidou. Ya está Beidou. ¿No hay ningún otro cofre? Habla con Beidou.
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Tenemos vista en primera persona. Wow. Ese era el Kazuha, ¿no? Sí, ya lo habíamos visto. Tomá, no tenía un ancla, tenía dos anclas. Tomá, cinemática con video y todo.
Oh, hi there.
Jean will be upset if she...
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting
Sí, a este personaje lo agregaron hace poco. ¿Por qué yo lo estoy viendo ahora?
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm
Ya
around.
sabemos que tenemos que tener cuidado con él.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good.
Tiene las chanclas japonesas.
I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with
Ahora,
my
¿por qué
cell
tenía
phone
botas y tenía
here.
chanclas?
Fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler, remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beidou. Bye-bye.
Ajá.
First things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Ok. ¿Esto qué es? Un mirador. Mira, mi vida, esto parece sacado de Naruto. Solamente que meten 7 colas tiene, bueno, 5 rayitos. Ujú. Parecen más peligrosos que los de Lishu estos. Y obviamente mucho más peligrosos que los de Mondstadt. ¿Qué es aquello que está allá? Inspectora. ¿Acá?
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
¿Cuál pongo? Podría escudarme con Diluc, diciendo que no podría decir que vengo para buscar a mi hermana. De hermana.
Well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless...
My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well.
Es una versión con cuernitos de
Most of the
de
current
Nobile.
rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find on one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka.
Vaya, qué ofertón.
This is just a processing fee.
Alto
I think
meme.
600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
Papá. Tú no, Juan toma.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer is better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too!
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Carisio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Bien. Entonces, a ver, voy a ver si puedo hacer que ande todavía un poquito más rápido. Denme un segundo. Además que se va a ver muy mal si lo bajo ya ahí. Pero sí, ya ahí va, mira, ahí sube el rendimiento, sube a una velocidad increíble. Pero ya está todo el... A ver. Voy a ver cuánto se laguea el 1.8. Ahí está. Ahí. Y vamos a dejar los efectos como estaban. En medio y en medio. No, esto no. Acá. Ah. Bueno. Sí, no se nota mucho. Vamos a... Vamos a esperar antes de hacer eso. Vamos a buscar acá esto para desbloquear. Para no ir tan a ciegas. Ok. Eso... será un Electroculus. Ya que el otro era Geoculus y Anemoculus, esto será un Electroculus. Lo hice mal. A ver.
Quake!
Ahí. Ahora sí. Por acá también está medio complicado. A menos que sea por acá adentro, ¿eh? Mm.
Crumble!
Mm. Tiene que saltar de allá arriba, calculo yo. A ver, ahí está la estatua. Chan, 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 chan. Oh, sí. Ah, es puro mar. Ah, es chic. Ah, bueno, no, todavía nos quedan uno, dos, tres cosas, cuatro para... Cinco. Cinco estatuas para desbloquear. Pero igual es todo agua. Anda a ir nadando por ahí. A ver qué puedo hacer con esto. Tiro rayitos. ¿Los puedo mejorar? No. 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 Bueno, a ver, ¿qué hace? Libera tres rápidos relámpagos sombríos. Recuperar energía elemental, aumentará la recarga de energía. Espada electrosombría. Bueno. Tallido tronador. Invoca el brillo de un relámpago para empujar y infligir daño eléctrico a los enemigos de alrededor. Ujú. Bien. Mm, Bien, pero yo quería el geo. Así que vamos a irnos. Vamos a irnos para acá. Vamos a agarrar el poder geo. Y ahora sí vamos a volver. Mm, El tema es que parece que hay que nadar para ir a cada isla. Ustedes están por allá. Y eso para ir... Bueno, vamos a hacer primero la misión esta. Y después nos vamos a ir para allá. Ujú. Hmm. Está medio bugueado, se ve el sistema automático. Está bugueado el sistema automático.
Love for freedom. Which one should I choose?
I'm not used to it at all. I need to think about it.
No, yo pensé que tenía que preguntarle a estos que estaban acá, ¿no? A estos. Ahora sí.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose. Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
Che, el modo automático.
We
Ahí.
heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes, left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No, what's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on retail, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow. What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this Crystal Marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for Crystal Marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry.
Fontaine es la nación del fuego, ¿no?
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it. We're on the case.
Ok. Vamos a chusmear. Para allá.
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? Haha, very funny. Real fixers don't need to refer to themselves that way. I wasn't born yesterday, you know. So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret, got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Kurisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
A ver.
Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
Ahí te rompo todo. Pingy, pingy, pingy. Pingy, pingy, pingy.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
Oh? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma.
Mhm.
Inazuma close to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
Bien.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
Hmm.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown, the home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to. Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean the sound of the ocean?
Pez tigre Chop Suey es de Liyue. Pez tigre.
Liyue Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Liyue.
Ya puedo entrar desde Liyue. Ahí está pues.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world. All right, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
O sea que le dan...
Yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on. Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
A ver, vamos para allá.
Keijiro, it's him.
After him.
Which one should I choose? Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line. What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
Debe esconder ahí la plata o las médulas.
Whoa, it's a ledger. Boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here. Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Ay. Justo acá.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled Crystal Marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us.
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady...
What?
...of our clan some...
¿Qué tiene ese?
You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan. The Shirasagi Himegimi.
Tienes abanico.
I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Toma, what was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Ok. Chicos, voy a hacer una pequeña pausa y voy al baño y ya continuamos con esto. Denme un segundo. Aquí estamos de nuevo. Vamos a continuar. Bueno. Vamos a hablar con el señor Toma.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
O sea que él es el que cuida a Shaka. Esa creo que es otro personaje que se puede coleccionar.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend. You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
O sea que hace muchas sociales él.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery, but the main thing was I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree... That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading.
Ah, para que dé vuelta el objetivo ese.
Of course. I completely understand, and
Para que devuelven las visiones.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going. Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try.
Pero puse Yashiro.
Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
Ah, ok, directamente no me dejan salir.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespass.
We're here to see, you know.
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
Ok. No nos quieren en ningún lado acá.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business only.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terra's sails and put the
Tenemos dos
Overlord of the
cosas.
Vortex
Wow.
back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all. Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Qingxian. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Qingxian, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
Okay.
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters to...
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the
A
spirit.
ver.
Don't keep me waiting too long now.
Vamos a hablar con la chica que estaba por ahí.
Considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
A ver, pero recién vi a la chica que estaba por acá. ¿Dónde fue? A ver, ¿qué le puedo decir al chico?
Have you finished the work? Report back to me once you've...
Hay un Electroculus ahí, pero... la agarro en otro momento.
Halt, you two.
What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see. So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
Ok. Entonces tenemos que encontrar con una chica. La cara de felicidad.
Have you been up to something behind Paimon's back? Let's ask her tonight and see what she has to say.
Bien. Entonces, a ver. Vamos con la chica esa que está por allá.
You finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is
Chisato.
technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Wow, she's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The
Okay.
reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
¿Por qué esa cara?
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamachi of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
Oh, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That, to be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the shogun. We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you.
Chica ignora debe ser esa, la mujer arrogante.
It happens that a shipment of goods is Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
Ujú. Ahora vamos a ir por acá.
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjo Commissioner. We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself for such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
Sí que sabe negociar.
Of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't stand a chance.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
Yes, my lady. You heard her? There's no time to lose.
Creo que voy a poder tener mi primer enfrentamiento en Inazuma. Ya que voy a seguir al carro.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it.
Bien. ¿Quién quedó? Este es nuevo. ¿Qué onda?
Monster sighted. Prepare to counterattack. Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
¿Quién quedó? ¿Esto? ¿Este va nomás?
Watch out! More monsters inbound. Lady Hiragi, stay close.
Pequeña lag. Toma, te resiste los ataques. ¿La petrificación la resistís? No. Toma. Ah, bien. No voy a bajar nada de vida.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there. In my letter, I've requested Kamachi to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
Le rompió el corazón al guardia.
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
What? No, I was just clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest dreams,
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But what will happen if your actions here are discovered, Chisato?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food or something to that effect.
Huh. Paimon never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
Pobrecito.
All right.
Acaban de romper el corazón.
We're finally on our own way again. I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again?
¿Esto es nuevo o no?
Oh, right! Komori Tea House!
Hay zorritos. Misiones secundarias. O sea que esos zorritos son como los perros. A ver si tenemos para activar. No, acá no hay para activar un coso. Todavía tenemos que descubrir cómo llegar para acá. Tengo que ir para allá, ¿no? Uf, sí que estamos lejos, ¿no? Sí, es esto. Electrograno. Tenemos que activar otro de transporte. Ahí hay el mirador. Ok, casi no puedo llegar a ver ahogado casi. Calculo que la entrada es por allá, pero bueno. Vamos a tomar un atajo. No, por acá no, por acá no. Mal. Cofre.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Pero... vamos a ver. Señor gato. Señor perro. Acá está. ¿Vos?
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Gente común.
Wait, we're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like it.
Ok, bien.
Well, now that we're here, where's Toma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What?
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
Alright. I've had my fun.
Hey, you're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister.
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Ms. Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same, but when the lightning struck... so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
A ver. Amigo, vamos a dar todas las vueltas. Calculo que ese es el templo de la Shogun. Calculo que no puedo entrar acá. ¿O sí? Yo estoy entrando muy adentro para que sea prohibido entrar acá. No, calculo que el templo de la Shogun debe estar más arriba. Tipo por acá arriba. Ok. Bueno. Entonces la Shogun está ahí adentro. Igual, si realmente alguien la quisiera asesinar, podría entrar con una gnosis. No tiene sentido sacar las visiones, porque con la gnosis directamente la pueden matar. O sea que otro arconte puede venir y matarlo. What?
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into this statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt Decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt Decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryo Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt Decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
What the fuck?
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
What the fuck?
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
Bien, bien. ¿Qué es el lugar que sea más iluminado que el resto? ¿Es porque es una playita o hay algo ahí? A ver más. Ni idea. No quiero hasta allá. Vamos a hacer una cosa, vamos a ir acá. Vamos a ir bajando para desbloquear este y después el resto. Este gremio de aventureros. Vamos a pasar también por el gremio de aventureros. Me tengo que desbloquear. Por allá queda. Está bien, está bien, está bien. Ahí está. Ok. Explícate. Ajá. Ok, ya veo que de noche se pone más lagueado por las luces. Mhm. ¿Será que puedo desbloquear eso para usar el barco? Oh, sí. Puedo usar el barquito. Pero. No, con esto ya podemos explorar todas las islas. Ujú. Se ve que tenemos mucho para explorar. Bueno, pero ya que tenemos barco va a ser todo más fácil. Vamos a ir a otras islas. Calculo, ¿no? Espero que sí. ¡No! No. A ver, vamos por acá. Pero no te caigas. Oh, queda re lejos. No, ya llegamos, ya llegamos, ya llegamos. Uf. Un santuario. No tengo llave electro. Allí hay un mirador. Wow, qué bonito. Bueno, vamos a ir por acá. What the fuck?
There you are, eavesdropper.
Hmm. ¿Eso es el mismo que vimos antes? Quiero. Dame un segundo, tengo que hacer una pequeña pausa. Acá estamos, acá estamos. Ah.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
La cámara ya.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
¿Por qué ahora está tan cortante si en las otras... Si en las otras veces ayudó tanto?
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will... Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Pero no la conocí. Fue hasta ahí para no conocerla, para que me hable nomás. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Ahora te robo todos los libros.
Miss Kamisato's left, it seems. No cutting corners now, okay?
La gente.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Okay.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Teijima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Teijima to stay. Teijima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
Tiene una cosita y ahí seguimos. Estoy viendo que los nuevos... Las nuevas cosas que agregué están capturando sonido universalmente. Y eso no me gusta para nada.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth.
No importa.
And those that come across Liyue
Después lo acomodo.
tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone.
Una unión la visión con la persona.
I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
Bueno, gente, vamos a dejarlo acá. Ya hicimos bastante por hoy. Y bueno, nos reencontramos mañana a la misma hora por el mismo canal. Así que bueno, gente, nos vemos. Bye, bye.
Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I'll run, I'll hide. Darkness always clouds my mind. Now look behind.
Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe.